might just be behind a time that you found yourself upside down. Intrigued? I knew you would be. Stay with us, that's all coming up next.
BBC News with Danielle Yałowiecka. Mass protests are taking place in Greece to mark 2 years since the country's worst ever rail disaster. The demonstrators say they want justice for the 57 people who were killed when a passenger service collided with a freight train. Egypt says Israel and Hamas are having intensive discussions on the next phase of the Gaza ceasefire. Israel sent its negotiators to Cairo after Hamas handed over the remains of 4 hostages in exchange for the release of hundreds of Palestinian prisoners. South Africa's health minister has described the US government's decision to stop funding for HIV programs as a wake-up call. Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi told the BBC he'd instructed state-funded clinics to ensure that no patient is left without life-saving drugs. Rescue teams in India are searching for about 40 construction workers feared trapped by an avalanche in the northern state of Uttarakhand. 16 people have been rescued, but heavy snowfall is hampering efforts to find dozens of others. China has executed a woman convicted of abducting and then trafficking 17 children over a period of 10 years. She took children as young as 5 from southern provinces and then sold them further north. The woman's first victim is thought to have been her own son. Canada's most populous province, Ontario, has re-elected the Progressive Conservative Party for the 3rd time. Its leader, Doug Ford, campaigned on a promise to fight Donald Trump's pledge to impose 25% tariffs on Canadian goods. 2 Russian divers have died in the Philippines, with one of them pulled dead from a group of sharks that were attacking him. The men were with 2 other tourists and a guide who went diving off the tiny Verde Island. A powerful cyclone has hit the French territory of Réunion with gusts exceeding 200 kilometres per hour. The authorities on the Indian Ocean island have issued the highest level of threat warning, and residents have been told to stay at home. BBC World News.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Rouge from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and intact? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination intact. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820, or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamp Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamp Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agent, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agent, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and intact? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination intact. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
The best radio show. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Turn it up.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Hey, this is Archie, and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and the Morning Show.
This is Starr Radio. This is
UK.
Starr Radio
UK.
This is Starr Radio
UK.
Welcome.
Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Okay, let me say massive good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth, and those of you on other planets as well. I want to salute each and every one of you and welcome you to the Starr Radio UK Friday edition of the morning show. I remain yours sincerely, the one and only Archie, and from now till exactly 12 o'clock, where we bring the first part of the program to an end, and then we'll cross over to Ken to have our money man, Mr. Dan Tabiri. I'm going to be your captain, so wherever you are, just stay tuned and don't touch the dial, because it's going to be a wonderful day. But once again, let me say welcome to the program. Welcome to the Starr Radio UK Morning Show. All right then. Just bear with me. It looks like I can get sound from my earpiece. Okay, let's see whether I can hear it now. Okay. But if you can hear me, yes, I can see the signal that you should be able to be hearing me. So wherever you are, once again, I say welcome to the program Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Bringing the time now to 3 minutes past the top of the hour. And let me take this opportunity to say good morning to my able producer, Mr. Francis Guy. Good morning to Eben all the way in Cape Town, South Africa. Good morning to KB Bossman. Good morning to Vicky. And the special guest yesterday on the Property Hour show. It comes your way every Thursday evening from 7 p.m. Massive good morning to you. And also let me say massive good morning, massive good morning to the one and only Bishop Adeshina all the way in Lagos, Nigeria, Anthony Adedeji, and the US, Aziz in the US. Mr. Laimi Koiki, my colleague and good presenter, down south. Let me put it that way. But wherever you are tuned in this morning to listen to us, I salute each and every one of you. Mr. Dan Tabiri, CEO of GIL Accountancy Service, our money man, I salute you, sir. And I hope you are doing very, very well, and the family as well. Okay, so by way of program, I'm going to bring you the quote for the day. The weather forecast is going to follow suit. Then the travel update. Move from there to have a look at some of the stories making the rounds across the globe. And then after which we'll be bringing you all the details of the stories that we are touching on this morning. We'll continue from thence, and then exactement at 11:45, the lines are open for you to add your voice to the discussions. Then at 12 o'clock, we'll bring the first part of the program to a close, and then we go to Kent to bring you the money hour with the money man. So wherever you are, in a gist, that's what's going to happen. Let me say good morning to Pastor Emmanuel Chidi, to Prophetess Doreen Carter. She lost the mom, and their gathering or the sitting is taking place in London tomorrow as well. As many of you who know her, who want to, if you don't know her, she's been a blessing to most of us here, and you can join her. You can join her, celebrate her mom's life. Tomorrow. So, well, let me say good morning to BB Clement as well, and as many of you who have tuned in this day to listen to us as well. Massive good morning to you. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. So now let's crack on. Well, what has the quote for the day got for us? The last day of February, the year 2025. That is the 28th day of February. Yeah. So if you were born on the 29th today, you won't get it. This month, this year, you won't have your birthday, right? or February bonds. We are wonderful people, aren't we? Yes, our mind is different from everybody's one. Some days we are forward, some days we are backwards. Wow. Well, it's the Pastor Joyce Lawson, Master, good morning. She says that is the month of love. Well, I want you to love me throughout the year, right? Okay. That's just by way of a joke. But wherever you are, Master, good morning to you once again. And welcome to the Star Radio UK. Friday edition of the morning show. So the quote for the day said, God does not deal with man by chance. He is too meticulous to leave the happenings of the world to chance. So he plans things. So you're going to say that it was by chance that you got that. No. God is meticulous. All right then. So that's by way of the quote for the day. Let's move on straight to the weather front. Let me tell you what is the weather is going to be. Well, those of you in London and the southern part of the UK, well, we're going to be having some sunny time. Virtually up to next week Saturday. So a whole week of like blanket sunshine. It's going to be next week Friday. That's going to have a bit of a bit of cloudiness, but it's going to be a very, very nice time. Yeah. So it's time for you to clean your cars and clean your patio and do all those bits, right? Because tomorrow is the first day of equinox, spring, right? Have I got it right? My geographers. So that's for you. But hey, this afternoon will be dry and fine with plenty of sunshine and just the odd light patch of cloud around. Skies will remain clear and cloudless for much of the overnight period. It will be a cold night with a frost for most areas. Of dense mist and fog will form in places during the early hours. That is by way of the details there. Top of the temperature is going to be 10 degrees. The lower is going to be 0. UV level is going to be moderate. Pollution is going to be low. Sunset is going to be at 17:38. My apologies, 17:38. And sunrise for tomorrow morning is going to be at 06:49 hours. Now, when it comes to the weekend weather, as I did say, lingering on Saturday, lingering fog tomorrow morning for a time in one or two spots, becoming widely sunny once again. Once any fog lifts, a settled day as well. Sunday, we will see a few patches of mist and fog to start with, but these will soon lift to a dry day with plenty of sunny spells. Well, so temperatures averaging 10 degrees high and 0 degrees low there for you. It's all coming your way. Okay. Just bear with me. Okay. All right then. Ladies and gentlemen, Star Radio UK. All right then. Let's move on. My apologies there for that. I was coming in a communicating with the money man there. So just bear with us. As it stands, we're going to be bringing the program to a close at 12 o'clock because the money man is caught up in some serious meetings there. You know what? Yes, he's the money man. Okay, let's move on straight to the travels. On the travels this morning, a moment ago, there was one issue on the underground, but this at the moment, I can say that it's been resolved and there's good service throughout. On the land and the major roads in London, there are no exceptional delays there as well. The river bus is running a good service. The London cable car, good service is there, bringing us to the final segment of the travel update. That is the national rate, and I will say it once again, as we do say here on Star Radio UK. Okay, sir. Thank you. On Star Radio UK, we will be, yes, as we say, keep your eyes on the roads. As we keep it navigated, I promise our bond. So, on the National Rail, Avanti West Coast, Cross Country, Gatwick Express, Great Western Railway, Heathrow Express, Island Line, Northern Rail, Southern, and Transparent Express are all offering special services, so check before you leave. Thames Link is experiencing minor delay, so in order not for you to miss your appointment, please check before you leave. Other than that, all the other lines are all running good service there, and that's where I will say it once again as I normally will. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth. Enjoy your commute for today, but you know what? Continue to keep those eyes where? On the roads. Let's quickly go on to have a quick couple of announcements, and then we'll come back on and I'll take you global trotting. Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio. Archie on Starr Radio. Nobody does it better.
Okay, welcome back to the program. Let me say good morning to my baby sister Delta, all the way in Kumasi in Ghana. I hope you are all doing very, very well. And good morning once again. And to Herbert, yes, and your family, good morning to you. And to my mom, Mrs. Vida Hammond, good morning. And my lovely niece, yes, my daughter, Racy, Delta Junior. Yeah, massive good morning to you all. I hope every one of you is doing very, very well. Okay, let's crack on. Let's go global trotting. And what have I got news for you? Here in the UK, what have we got? What have you got? The UK and US trade deal could mean tariff not necessary, says Trump. The US president says a trade deal could happen very quickly and avoid taxes on UK imports. All right, we all just going to be keeping our fingers and everything crossed that nothing happens tomorrow for him to say that, you know what, I changed my mind. Okay, but the king has invited Trump for unprecedented second state visit, and he said this is unprecedented. You know, it's the first time that a sitting president in the United States of America has been given a chance to for a second state. It's not happened before, never. Yeah, so Trump is going to be the first person to do so. He likes that, right? Okay. Now, GP strike deal to help and 8 a.m. scramble for appointments. I don't know how that's going to pan out though. And then Lloyds, Halifax, and TSB banking apps down. Thousands report. Okay. So what is going to happen? Do we need cash to transact business today? Oh boy. All right then. Lots more going to be coming your way from there. And I'm moving on straight to some of the stories making the rounds in other parts of the world. Trump commends Zelensky ahead of White House talks. Well, a moment ago he called him what? Yeah, dictator. And he said, well, but now he's saying, you know what? Yeah, he's a good man. Yeah, he fought for his people. He's done very well. Seeing how things change. That's why I said that, do we trust everything? Notorious Mexican drug lord among 29 extradited to the U.S. Another story making the rounds there. And then what we know about the death of Gene Hackman and his wife, we're telling you more about that as well. And Pop's health improving as he remains in hospital. Well, the man will be coming home pretty soon. Yeah, just keep fingers crossed and continue to pray for him, right? Good. Now, volcano owners, conviction over deadly eruption thrown out. That's quite an interesting story. I will bring you more about that. But Tate Roberts brothers arrives in U.S. after Romanian prosecutors lifted the travel ban. Well, they are there. I don't think they'll be going back there at all. But we know that he campaigned for Trump during his election. So is it one that might have a sort of push Trump to now do him a favor that way? Well, Trump says U.S. will impose additional 10% tariff on China. So all the Chinese cars that are coming, well. And Israel's military failed to protect civilians. First report on the 7th of October attack has said. Well, if you follow their stories, their development, there were the women who, the soldiers, the female soldiers who were guarding the post and who were saying that, you know what? We could see some movement, and when they said it, oh come on, we're these people, we've controlled them, we have control over them and stuff like that. And the next moment, pashu, now they did what they did. But we'll heads roll. Well, we'll see about that. But more coming your way. So there before we take a musical break. Deadly explosion hit rebel rally in DR Congo. Video show chaotic scene with bodies on the street in Bukavu, a city recently captured by the rebels. Wow, who did that? Who planted that? Okay, lots more going to be coming your way from there. It is all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. DRC malaria cited as cause of death and infections in Equator Province. They were talking about some death that has occurred. They weren't sure about who or what might have caused it, but now they're coming out with that. Ethiopia and Somalia hold talks aimed at reaffirming ties. The two countries fell out last year over Ethiopia's deal with Somalia's breakaway territory of Somaliland to gain access to the sea. And they said, well, you can't sign any deals with them. So now they're trying to. Now you have to compromise in a way so that you can get your deal through, right? And that's what they seem to be doing. They don't have a sea. So what do? They can only fly things in. Well, in other stories, Obasa apologizes to DSS police over assembly assault, and FCCPC rejects increase in subscription prices of DSTV, GeoTV, and asks MultiChoice to also reduce theirs. Nigeria, Saudi Arabia signs pact to on 7.7 trillion halal economy. Okay, and Lagos Assembly crisis. Obasa insists Miranda resigned during APC leaders peace meeting. You want to know more? You got to stay tuned because lots more going to be coming your way from here. Okay, in Ghana, NALAC president commends President Mohammed's commitment to assembly members' allowances. Well, you cannot be doing that work without getting some allowance, right? Okay, a former ABSA bank contract staff jailed 10 years in hard labor for stealing over 1.2 million Ghana cedis. Okay, that's a good one there. Let's see what will happen to former officials or officialdom who have some way somehow caused the state to lose money or stolen the money. Let me put it that way. And then KNUST Chewu Ghana threatened strike over car maintenance allowance. We'll be telling you more about that. Delt, is it okay? Are you people getting your money? Well. All these lecturers, you know, they think that they need to be getting some big monies, but they seem not to be getting that. But what do you think about all that? It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. Okay, 2024 elections. MPP didn't lose because of Baumia's tribe or anything. That's what Mensah Bonsu is saying. But what do you think? Well, some others were thinking that maybe Mahama should have appointed one of the Rollinses into his cabinet. Who? Dr. Rollins there. However, Mahama seemed not to have done that. And some people are now cajoling and trying to, come up with their own reason why that wasn't done. But I'll be telling you more about all that as the program goes on. And then finally, government to pass Persons with Disability Amendment Bill. Really? What can we do about that? Because in this part of the world where there is advancement and stuff like that, when people travel, even when it comes to now the buses are said that when the buses get there, if there is somebody who is a disabled person and they're going to get on or off the bus, they lower. There's a bit that they lower the step, and then the person can ride on straight in there. Or even when it's a parent, a mom with pushchair, they can press that, and then they can move their pushchairs on board or out of the bus But Ghana is at least somebody will say that they have to start from somewhere, right? Okay, so we'll see what happens from there. February 28, 1948, understanding its significance, 77 years old. We're going to be telling you more about that as well. Some history stories there. I would have accepted deputy minister role if offered by Mahama Adongo is saying. And just 2 months into presidency, there's doomsaw here and there. In Tim Fojo saying to the current government. But the issue is 2 months on. Can you just imagine how much the government is owing these organizations or companies that are supplying electricity to the country? And you think that just over 2 months, over a period of 2 months, that can be resolved? Then we are a joke, aren't we? But whatever it is all Starr Radio UK. Don't just score. You just want to just score points. Not that. Let's look at things holistically and get things done properly. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. We're going to take a musical break, and once we come back, I will bring you all the details of the stories that is making the rounds. But stay tuned and don't touch the dial. It's a medley tune from Minisalo Masiama. It's a reggae tune. Bring that your way on a Friday morning. What more can a man ask for? Enjoy, and I'll be with you.
Oh, yeah. I stand amazed in your presence. There is nothing you cannot do. I stand amazed in your presence. There is joy, peace, and hope. I stand amazed in your presence. There is nothing you cannot do. I stand amazed in your presence. There is joy, peace, and hope. Hey, there's no one like you, Jesus.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Broadcasting worldwide online 24/7.
You are listening to Star Radio Morning Show.
There's no one like you, Lord. You do mighty things. You do glorious things. You're the faithful God. Awesome is your name. You do mighty things. You do glorious things. You're the faithful God. Awesome is your name. You do mighty things. You do glorious things. You're the faithful God. Awesome is your name. You do mighty things. You do glorious things. You're the faithful God. Awesome is your name. Oh. We bless you, Jesus. My God is awesome. He can move mountains. Keep me in the valley. Hides me from the rain. My God is awesome. He heals me when I'm broken. Strength where I've been weakened. Forever he will reign. Our God is awesome. He can move mountains. Keep me in the valley. Hides me from the rain. My God is awesome. Heals me when I'm broken. Strength where I've been weakened. Praise his holy name. My God is awesome. 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 Our 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 God is awesome. Oh yes, he is awesome. Our God is awesome. Say, oh Lord our God, how excellent is your name in all the earth. How excellent is your name. Oh Lord our God, how excellent is your name in all the earth. How excellent is your name. Oh Lord our God, how excellent is your name in all the earth. How excellent is your name. Yeah. Oh Lord our God, how excellent is your name in all the earth. How excellent is your name. Oh Lord our God, how excellent is your name in all the earth. How excellent is your name. Oh Lord our God, how excellent is your name in all the earth. How excellent is your name. Oh Lord our God, how excellent is your name in all the earth. How excellent is your name.
Okay, that's a lovely tune coming your way from Minister Isabella Elomesiama this morning for you.
It is well. It is well.
What kind of nice reggae tune not do on a Friday morning or every morning when you wake up and you are in a mood?
It is well.
That's on the way now. He puts you in the vim or in the space, the headspace to do or go about your duties right. So let me say good morning once again and thank you very much to Minister Ella Messiama. As I promised you, we're going to be getting her one of these days on the program for her to be interviewed with her latest single, Ebenezer, which is one of my favorites. Yeah, I keep on playing it in the car and I enjoy it. So wherever you are, once again, welcome to the program Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Bringing the time now to 11:25. But before I go on, let me bring you this announcement quickly and then we continue. His Worshipful Civic Mayor of Croydon, Councillor Kola Abola, invites you and I and everyone listening to us in the Croydon catchment area or in London or wherever. If you can attend it, that would be great. To the Ghana's 68th Independence flag raising ceremony. That's going to be taking place on the 6th of March. The location is going to be the forecourt of Croydon Town Hall. The time 1 p.m. I don't know why I've got that one again. The time is going to be 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Please, so note, and the event will be taking place at the forecourt of the Croydon Town Hall. And then Women in Business Networking Breakfast Program is going to be taking place on the 17th of March. It's going to be Monday, the 17th of March, 2025, from 9:45 a.m. to 12:45 p.m. The speaker is Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. He is the global thought leader on business and wealth creation. And the host, B.B. Clement, entrepreneur and the art of how to go from employee to entrepreneur. I keep on saying that, from employee to entrepreneur. Well, the event is taking place at 51 to 53 Woolwich New Road, London SE 186ES. The nearest stations, if you want to use the DLR, it's Woolwich Arsenal, and then Southeastern Trains, Woolwich Arsenal. If you want to use the Elizabeth line, that's up to Woolwich. But to get on board, you have to pay £60 for normal tickets and £75 for VIPs. As I did say yesterday, the VIPs is running low. This morning I've not checked, so I'll not be able to tell you exactly how many is left. But hey, you got to get yourself in there or on there. To register, go to Eventbrite or email bb@bbclement.com. For more information, call 07956 596 406. 07956 596 406. This advert is sponsored by Augustine Clement Solicitors. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Starr Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say order, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program. Let's now bring you the details of the stories that we did touch on. Now, starting from the UK front, well, wondering what is going to happen. Hey, is it going to be a successful one? But lo and behold, hey, I think Britain, yes, UK is laughing all the way to the bank and back, right? Somebody say, right. Yeah. And this morning, what are we seeing there? A trade deal between the US and UK could happen very quickly, President Donald Trump said at a joint press conference with Sir Keir Starmer. Now, speaking during the Prime Minister's visit to the White House, Trump envisaged a real trade deal which could see the UK avoid the kind of tariffs the president has been threatening on some of the US other trading partners. The trip had been seen as a key moment in Sir Keir Starmer's premiership as he sought to influence Trump's decision on topics including Ukraine as well as trade. Now, Sir Keir kicked off his White House visit by presenting Trump with a letter from the King Charles, from King Charles himself, inviting him to an unprecedented second state visit to the UK. Now, receiving the letter in front of the cameras in the Oval Office, Trump said, it will be a great honor, and described the king as a wonderful man. Now, Sekier said the offer of a second state visit was truly historic. Traditionally, U.S. presidents have only been given one state visit. Having confirmed the world that he would be accepting the invite, Trump, along with Sekier Starmer, took questions from reporters for about another 30 minutes. The U.S. president did most of the talking, setting out his stance on many subjects, including the possibility of a Ukraine deal and the UK's potential agreement with the Mauritius over the Chagos Island. On the plane to the US, Sekier reiterated his willingness to send British troops to Ukraine as part of a peace deal. However, he argued that without U.S. security guarantees, Russia President Vladimir Putin could invade Ukraine. Now, asked if he would provide such assurances, Trump said a minerals agreement he plans to sign with Ukraine on Friday could provide a backstop. And I've been saying this time and time and over since this mineral deal came in there. I said, if I go invest my money, okay, let's say I go invest 1 billion in Ghana now, and there's trouble between Ghana and, let's say, Togo or Ivory Coast, and I know that area, particular area where I have my investment, can be compromised, and I've got the power to be the backstop where I could stop anything from happening. Do you think I would just leave my money to just go waste? No way. So maybe not directly, but indirectly, he'll be providing that because his citizens are there, his money is there as well. Why not? But the question that I've been asking is, will other countries like the UK, who has also been giving monies to Ukraine and signed a 100-year deal, I don't know what that deal is all about, that will be standing with them, protecting them, what are we getting for our money? Or because it's Europe, so after we don't need the money, right? It's taxpayers' own money that has been used. It's not individuals' money. And it's not the Bank of England who's printed some money and say, come on, go give it to them. Boy. Okay. I'll be telling you more about all that. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Well, the president sees that as an unprecedented visit. I mean, it's a wonderful one because no American lead president has had 2 state visits. They always have one. Now, so I bet you he will wake up this morning to say, yes, I'm the man. I got 2. All right then. All right, so we'll see about that. But it's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London at 11:32. And let's move on to one of the important stories. Now, thousands of banking apps users in the UK have reported issues affecting their ability to use them. Now, platform outage monitor Down Detector saw reports of a technical issue affecting the Lloyds Bank app rise to more than 4,000 on Friday morning. Users also reported that the Halifax TSB Bank of Scotland banking apps were not working. Now, Halifax and Bank of Scotland are part of the Lloyds banking group. The governor to say, we know some customers are having issues with internet banking and our apps. A Lloyds Banking Group spokesperson has said, we're sorry about this and we're working to have it back to normal soon. Some Lloyds customers have posted screenshots on social media showing an error notice when trying to access its app. This outage comes on what is payday for many people in the UK. One user told the bank social media account on X that they could not access their business account to pay their staff. Boy, and I have something to pay this afternoon. Are we going to be able to do so? Well. If they don't, if you are not able, then we have to search at them, right? Yes. Okay. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Bringing the time down to 11:34. And let's move on. So Keir Starmer is, for sure, should be in London now. But Zelensky was on his way while Keir was leaving. So, U.S. President Donald Trump has said he has a lot of respect for Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on the eve of their talks at the White House. Now, asked by the BBC if he would apologize for recently calling him a dictator, he said he could not believe he had said this. He also called Zelensky very brave. So it's misuse or slip of tongue. He said, why did I even say that? Now, Trump was speaking after talks with Ukraine's Prime Minister Keir Starmer about ending the war between Ukraine and Russia. He predicted a very good meeting with Zelensky on Friday, saying efforts to achieve peace were moving along pretty rapidly. Now, this was this week's meeting come after the Trump administration shocked Western partners by holding the first high-level U.S. talks with Moscow since Russia invaded Ukraine just over 3 years ago. Now, America's new president had appeared to blame Zelensky for the war and chided him for not starting peace talks earlier. Now, you've been there for 3 years. He had said last Tuesday, you should have ended it. You should have never started it. You could have made a deal. But this Thursday, speaking after a meeting with Keir Starmer, Trump told reporters that his forthcoming talks with Zelensky, I think we're going to have a very good meeting tomorrow morning. We're going to get along really well. Okay, so that's by way of what is going to be happening in the U.S. Well, what do you think about all that? It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In other stories, relating to the US as well, Mexico has extradited 29 alleged drug cartels members to the United States of America, including high-profile gang leaders. Those extradited include notorious drug lord Rafael Caro Quintero, who has been wanted by the U.S. for the murder of an American agent 40 years ago. Now, the move, considered to be the biggest extradition in Mexico's history, is seen as a major step in bilateral security relations between the two countries. It comes after U.S. President Donald Trump threatened earlier this year to impose tariffs on imports from Mexico, accusing it of failing to tackle drug trafficking and mass migration. As President Trump has made clear, cartels are terrorist groups, and this Department of Justice is devoted to destroying cartels and transnational gangs. U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi said in a statement yesterday. She went on further to say, "We'll prosecute these criminals to the fullest extent of the law in honor of the brave law enforcement agents who have dedicated their careers and in some cases given their lives to protect innocent people from the scourge of violent cartels," she said. Well, let's see what happens. What happens on that front? Well, I've been saying this. Drill, baby, drill was the statement that Trump made during his inauguration. And lo and behold, well, hundreds of National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, that's NOAA, staff has been laid off in the latest development in Trump's administration efforts to slash the federal workforce. Now, around 880 workers, including weather forecasters, have had their jobs terminated on Thursday. As information coming through the BBC, US partner CBS has reported. The cuts come as Elon Musk, as the head of the so-called department, whether so-called or whatever he's doing it, Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, continues a push to reduce spending through funding cuts and firing. NOAA spokesman said the agency will not comment on internal personnel matters. But prior to Thursday's cut, NOAA had about 12,000 staffers across the world, including 6,773 who are scientists and engineers, according to agency website. We continue to provide weather information, forecasts, and warning pursuant to our public safety missions, the NOAA spokesperson said. But Californian Democrats Congressman Jared Huffman said people across the U.S. depend on NOAA for free, accurate forecasts, severe weather alerts, and emergency information. Now, hundreds of scientists and experts of NOAA just received the news every federal worker has been dreading, Congressman Hoffman added. Now, Max Sham mission is bringing vital programs to a screeching halt, purging the government of scientists, experts, and career civil servants, and slashing fundamental programs will cost lives. Now, Miyoko Sakashita, the Center for Biological Diversity Oceans Director, said gutting NOAA will hamstring essential life-saving programs. The latest development come days after U.S. government workers face widespread confusion following conflicting advice over compliance with a mask-backed order to list their last week's work in an email or face termination. Well, he is a terminator and is terminating everything that he thinks is not going on the way that he wants it to go. But what do you think? 20 minutes to the top of the hour at a time. Starr Radio UK, the station, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, and I remain yours sincerely,
Archie on Starr Radio. Nobody does it better.
All right, let's move on. This is one interesting story there. The owners of a New Zealand volcano. I'm coming. Let me take it again. The owners of a New Zealand volcano that erupted in 2019, killing 22 people, have had their conviction over the disaster thrown out by the country's High Court. Wakari Management Limited was found guilty in 2023 of failing to keep visitors safe and fined just over 1 million New Zealand dollars, that is 560,000 US dollars, or 445,000 pounds. They were also ordered to pay 4.8 million New Zealand in reparation to the victims. However, following an appeal, the High Court ruled on Friday that the company only owned the land and were not responsible for people's safety. Now, White Island, which is also known by its Maori name, Wakari, is New Zealand's most active volcano and have been erupting in some form since 2011. It had been showing signs of heightened unrest for weeks before the fatal December 2019 eruption, which killed almost half of the people who were on it at the time. Most were tourists, including 17 from Australia and 3 from the US. Another 25 were injured, with many suffering extensive burns. Now, High Court Justice Simon Moore said on Friday that while the WML licensed tour of the volcano, there was nothing in these agreements that gave the company control of what was happening on the island day to day. He agreed that it was reasonable for the company to rely on tour operators as well as emergency management and science organizations to assess risks to safety. Now, Justice Moore added that in coming to his decision, he had not ignored the pain and grief of the families that had been affected. It is impossible not to be deeply moved and affected by the sheer scale and nature of human loss in this case, he said. Now, 13 parties in total, including 2 operators, were charged over the disaster. WML was the last to receive a verdict after 6 had pleaded guilty, while 6 more had their charges dismissed. The case against WML was the largest action of its kind brought by New Zealand's regulator, WorkSafe New Zealand, who said it's acknowledged the High Court ruling and was considering whether to appeal. James Carney, a lawyer for James Andrew and Peter Battle, 3 brothers who were on the company, said the family welcomed the decision. Radio New Zealand reported. He added that the Battles hope it will bring certainty for all landowners who grant others recreational access to their land. Well, you know that my land has got volcano, right? Good. Now, you say you want to go on a visit there. I said, okay, I can facilitate that visit. If you go there, you know that it's volcano prone. And you could see it, or erupting. And you go there, you die. And they said, I have to be held responsible for that. Okay. If maybe whilst we are traveling there, the ship or the boats capsized or something, I would have said, that is cool then. But this wasn't the case. Well. This is all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In a scathing report, Israel's military has published its first official account of the mistakes that led to its failure during the Hamas 7 October 2023 attack, which triggered the Gaza war. The report concludes that Israel Defense Force failed in its mission to protect Israeli civilians. The 19-page report contains much that is already known about what led to the catastrophic loss of about 1,200 lives when approximately 5,000 gunmen from Hamas and other Palestinian groups stormed into Israel, also taking 251 hostages in the process. There are no dramatic revelations, but it's still sobering to see the military conclusion about how it misjudged Hamas' intentions and underestimated its capabilities laid out in black and white. Well, we did say this when the incident did happen, and lo, okay, a final story, and then we'll move on to Africa as well. Abdullah Öcalan, the jailed leader of the outlawed Kurdish group PKK, has called on its movement to lay down its arms and dissolve itself. His statement, read out in a letter by MPs from a pro-Kurdish party, was aimed to ending for the case of armed struggle in southeastern Turkey, in which tens of thousands of people have been killed. Öcalan, 75 now, had earlier met the MPs for several hours on Imrali, an island in the Sea of Marmara, southwest of Istanbul, where he has been imprisoned in solitary confinement since 1999. His announcement came months after ultra-nationalist leader Devlet Bahçeli, who is an ally of Turkey's government, launched an initiative to bring an end to the conflict. There is no alternative to democracy in the pursuit and realization of a political system, Öcalan's letter read. Democratic consensus is a fundamental way. But again, we say that. But the question is, if you see that people have been influenced in making the decisions that they are making, or virtually there been some undertones or some underhand dealings there that has caused the result to sway to a particular person, as we see in most African countries, then what do you think? But well, it is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Well, in Africa, gunfire and explosions have ripped through a rally held by rebel leaders in a city that they recently captured in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. Let's take a quick break. We come back and I'll be telling you more about all that. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Starr, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Welcome back to the program. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is the Friday edition of the morning show at 11:48 the time. And I remain yours sincerely, the one and only Archie. Now let's move on. Let's have a look at the details of some of the stories making the rounds on the African front. Gunfire and explosion have ripped through a rally held by rebel leaders in city they recently captured in eastern DRC. Now, videos show chaotic scenes with bodies on the street after the crowd fled the rally in Bukavu, the second biggest city in the east, in panic. Casualty figures are unclear, but the AFP news agency has quoted a hospital source as saying at least 11 people have been killed and 60 others wounded. This was the first rally that Rwanda-backed rebels were holding in Bukavu since taking the city from government forces earlier this month, following a rapid advance through the region. The rebels accused President Felix Tshisekedi's government of orchestrating the attack. However, Tshisekedi blamed it on foreign army that he said was operating in the east. The rally had earlier been addressed by Corneille Nangaa, the head of the alliance of rebel groups that includes Rwanda-backed M23. He promised the crowd that the rebels will bring safety and security to the city. There will be special units and patrols that will take place in all the communes. He was quoted as saying by Reuters. Now, it is believed that Nangaa and Bertrand Bisimwa of M23 had already left when the attack took place at Bukavu's main square. In a statement, Nangaa said that two people had been apprehended in connection with the attack and a search was underway for other suspects. This cowardly and barbaric act will not go without consequences, he said. The rebels have been advancing through eastern DRC since January, seizing Bukavu and Goma, the biggest city in the region. The fighting has forced about 500,000 people from their homes, worsening an already dire humanitarian crisis, according to the UN. The African Union and the UN have called for a ceasefire and for the rebels to withdraw from areas they now control. Rwanda used to deny backing the M23, but recently it has adopted a more defensive line, saying fighting near the border between DR Congo and Rwanda is a threat to its security. So now there's no denial there. They say, well, we are part of it, but because we feel threatened, like Russia feel threatened by what Ukraine seem to be doing, trying to join NATO and join the EU and stuff like that. They think they needed to defend themselves, and that's what is going on. So, well, it's a template that everybody can use now, right? Yeah. Well, it's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, at 8 minutes to the top of the hour. We still got some stories for you from Africa. Nigeria's former military ruler Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, known as IBB, has released a new autobiography including several revelations about the turbulent times while he was in charge of the country from 1985 to 1993. A journey in service has got Nigerians talking and reflecting on what might have been if things had turned out differently, especially the controversial decision to annul the 1993 elections and the execution of a childhood friend. Now, Babangida has a mixed record. While some praise him for the infrastructure development in Nigeria he oversaw, others say there was massive corruption during his time. Now, in the 1993 elections annulment, this is the biggest talking point as it touches on a topic which many believe altered Nigeria's history. Some say the country is still not really recovered from the annulment of the 1993 presidential elections. In the book, Babangida, now 83, for the first time expressed deep regrets for cancelling that election. Looking on hindsight. But the poll was supposed to bring an end to military rule over 10 years, and the cancellation of the outcome threw the country into turmoil. The date of the vote, 12th of June, is now remembered in Nigeria as Democracy Day. Moshood Abiola, widely believed to have won the election, was later imprisoned and his wife assassinated. Now, General Babangida acknowledged that Abiola, who died in 1998, had won the vote. However, in 1993, as the results were being collated, the military government abruptly stopped the process an action that triggered widespread protests and political crisis. That accident of history is most regrettable. The nation is entitled to expect my expression of regret, Babangida writes. At the time, he cited the issue of vote buying as well as need to protect the country's judiciary as reasons for the annulment. General Babangida, who was forced to resign several months later, Nigeria's current President Bola Tinubu said at the book launch that General Babangida has shown courage by admitting what took place. Abiola's son, Jamil, said the acknowledgement by General Babangida that his father had won the election came as a welcome surprise to him and some of his family members. Perhaps General Babangida was looking for peace. Now, civilian rule was eventually restored in 1999, 11 months after the death of another military ruler, General Sani Abacha. He had seized power towards the end of 1993 in the wake of the annulled elections. Well. So what do you think has happened there? Any changes at all? This is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. My apologies there. There was an urgent reply that I needed to, but just bear with me. Starr Radio UK. Now, in another development in Nigeria, so do you think that Babangida should be in prison for what he did? Because maybe he set the country back, right? Abiola wouldn't have died, and lots of things would have happened from there. But the Ikeja High Court on Friday, February 28, ordered all the lawmakers of the Lagos State House of Assembly to be joined as parties in the suit filed by the embattled Speaker Mudashiru Obasa. Now, the court, presided over by Justice Yetunde PN Hero, also adjourned the hearing on all pending applications in the matter until March 7, 2025. Now, about 35 lawmakers loyal to the new speaker, Majisola Miranda, had appeared at the court for the hearing on the matter. In the suit, Obasa had challenged his removal, which occurred following an agreement by his colleagues on January 13, while he was away in the United States of America. In the application filed by his counsel, Afolabi Fashenu, the embattled lawmaker informed the court that he was illegally removed by his colleagues. Obasa sued had the Lagos State House of Assembly and Miranda as defendant, leading to the judge ordering the joining of all members of the House in application. At today's proceeding, members of the Assembly loyal to Miranda have filed applications seeking to be joined as defendants in the lawsuit. So let's see what will happen on that front. So just in case the judge says, well, we think that it was unfair that he was out of the country and all this, let me put it this way, in quotes, coup took place and toppled him or got him out of office. Should he be reinstated and the new, should he be sacked or also resign, the new speaker? Well, we're going to be telling you more about all that as the program goes on. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. The embattled Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa, has issued an apology to the Department of the State Services and the Nigerian Police Force over the assault on their operatives at the Assembly on February 17. In a statement released on Thursday, February 27, Obasa described the incident as highly regrettable and extended an official apology on behalf of the Assembly. Obasa acknowledged that the crucial role security agencies play in the maintaining law and order, emphasizing that their presence was requested at the Assembly for additional support. He expressed hope that the unfortunate event will not damage the long-standing relationship between the Assembly and security agencies. Now, part of the statement read, on behalf of the Lagos State of Assembly, I hereby apologize to the security agencies for the embarrassment caused them, and in particular the assault on security operatives or DSS as widely circulated on videos. Now, we value you and the work you are doing. You are the ones we call on in our time of need for the protection of lives and property, and in and around the Assembly and Lagos State. It is clear that the Assembly requested for additional support and your presence on this particular day. So what do you think about that? This is what we have always done in the past. It is regrettable that the security operatives or the DSS had to be assaulted in the hallowed chambers of State Assembly. I hereby apologize unreservedly on behalf of the entire Assembly. Will the perpetrators of this abuse be apprehended, though they could be lawmakers? What do you think? Because they need to set good examples, right? Somebody say, yeah, right. Okay, let's move on. Starr Radio UK now to Ghana, my happy home, my happy home. Is it? All right then. Okay, in Ghana now. Hey, let me say good morning to Mr. Yao and Tema Free. Mr. Free, what is the new position? Aha. Yes. Congratulations to you once again, Mr. Yao and Tema Free. A former contract staff of Absa Bank, Emmanuel Sechi Efriye. I don't know. I picked that story and Mr. Efriye popped up. His namesake had been convicted and sentenced to 10 years imprisonment by the High Court in Accra for stealing over 1.2 million. The convict Emmanuel Sechi Efriye, who was charged together with the student Cecil Nyamesem Ejakwa, was found guilty of tampering with customers' Visa cards, resulting in the theft of the said amount. He was arrested at the Kotoka International Airport on June 4, 2023, together with her girlfriend when they were leaving Ghana for Dubai after stealing over 1.2 million Ghana cedis from the customers of the bank. At the age of 25 at the time of the offense in 2023, Afriye, now 27, denied offense and matter went through a full trial after he was found guilty. He was sentenced to 5 years for fraudulent electronic fund transfer contrary to Section 122 of the Electronic Transaction Act 2008, Act 772, and 10 years on 7 counts of stealing contrary to Section 107 Act of the Electronic Transfer Act 2008 Act. It's quite an interesting one. Greed sets in. But I can tell you about one Mr. Free that I know who so content and has been there, serving his party, serving his nation. And I say to you once again, kudos, and I hope that the government in power give you something in acknowledgement of that position, because I know you do diligence. Yeah, it is Starr Radio UK. Trying to get you one other story. Your strategy is less ministers, more presidential staffers. Afenya Markin jabs Mahama. Well, the minority leader Alexander Kwame Afenyo Markin has taken a swipe at the President John Dramani Mahama for the appointment made in his administration. Expressing his views, Afenyo Markin stated that the President had promised a lean government with fewer ministers, even claiming to have achieved that goal. However, he argued that the President has ultimately appointed more presidential staffers, a move he believes is unprecedented. The Member of Parliament for Efutu further expressed concerns over the establishment of numerous committees since the President and his government assumed office. The President says he has delivered less ministers, but it's clear that his strategy is if less, more divide. You have appointed a few ministers, but more presidential staffers and committees. He expressed on the floor of Parliament during the sona on February 27. That's yesterday. Afenyomarkin has stated that the president's strategy regarding his promise of a lean government appears to be undermined, as the appointment of additional presidential staffers is now a key component of his administration. But putting all in all together, do you think he has appointed more people than the ex-war government? It is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Well, the minority wouldn't let sleeping dogs lie, right? Somebody say right. Okay. It goes on. The minority leader of Parliament, Alexander Kwame Afenyomarkin, has questioned President John Dramani Mahama over the exclusion of Dr. Zenita Ajima-Rawlings, the member of Parliament for Clote Corley, from his cabinet. Afenyomarkin expressed concerns over his omission, especially given her political stature and the legacy of her father. Dr. Ajima-Rawlings is the daughter of the late former President Jerry John Rawlings, the founder of the National Democratic Congress. Now, speaking on the floor of Parliament after President Mahama delivered the State of the Nation's address, Afenyomarkin also criticized the lack of female representation in the cabinet. Mr. Afriye, how do you see the representation there? Do you have more women than the ex-war MPP government at all? Or do you think what they are saying is true there? Let me take this opportunity to also say good afternoon to the one and only Mr. Malik Dramani Mahama, the brother of the president as well, here as well, in the UK. Malik, I hope you are doing very well. Have you got a position? Okay. Well, it is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. We're going to be bringing the program to a close pretty soon. So don't touch the dial. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. President John Dramani Mahama is currently meeting the clergy to fellowship with them at the Accra International Conference Center. This move by the president is aimed at building and strengthening a strong partnership with religious leaders in the country, as well as engaging them in key national matters. Notable among the men of God who have graced the event are Reverend Sam Kranchiankra of Royal House Chapel International, Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams of Action Chapel, Reverend Isaac Owusu Bempa, among others. Wow. Now, other government officials, including members of the Council of States, are also present there. Well, don't go in. So we'll see how it all pans out. Well. Was there a mental tabel there? Maybe he decided not to attend this time round. But it's a good one there. As some say, religion is opioid. So let the people smoke it. They get high, you're able to control their movements, right? Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, one history study or knowledge, and then we bring the program to a close. Now, Sergeant Ajete, Corporal Tipo, and Private Odate were our names deeply etched into the memories of most Ghanaians. Now, these ex-servicemen fought for the British in World War II, but were killed while attempting to present a petition on unpaid benefits to the colonial government on February 28, 1948. Their death triggered a chain of events that many believe ultimately led to the Ghana's independence. Now, 77 years later, it is worth reflecting on who these men were and what led to their deaths, and whether their sacrifices truly played a pivotal role in Ghana's independence just 9 years later. When discussions about the 1948 riots arise, one key figure often goes unmentioned is Kwabena Boni. By late 1947, the cost of living in Accra had risen sharply. Many blamed foreign traders, particularly European, Indian, and Lebanese firms, accusing them of unjustifiably inflating prices. In response, Ni Kwabena Boni, a Ga chief, a merchant, organized a boycott of these firms set to run from January 26 to February 28, 1948. There was an agreement that the overall gross profit margin of goods not subject to price control will be reduced by 50 to 75%. Meanwhile, ex-servicemen who had fought for the British were struggling to survive after returning home. They were promised fair and improved livelihoods. They instead received a little to nothing. Now, frustrated, they formed the ex-servicemen's union to lobby the colonial government for better support. Now, feeling unheard, they organized rallies attended by key members of the United Gold Coast Convention, UGCC, including J.B. Dankwa Akwaje and Kwame Nkrumah. Now, their dissatisfaction culminated in a planned march to the Christiansborg, that's Osu Castle, to present their petition to the governor of the Gold Coast, then Gold Coast. The process began in an orderly manner on the afternoon of February 28, 77 years on. Now, with the ex-servicemen singing old war songs, bongo songs, as the march progressed, where more supporters and spectators joined, swelling in the crowd until they reached the crossroads leading to the Osu Castle. There, Superintendent Imre, a British police officer, ordered the crowd to halt. Now, when the marchers did not disperse, he instructed his men to open fire. However, his officers hesitated. Some say they didn't hear the command, while others suggest they refused to shoot. Now, Imre then seized a rifle himself and fired 6 shots into the crowd instantly, killing 2 men and wounding others, which led to further deaths. The killings triggered widespread chaos. Coincidentally, February 28 was also the final day of the planned boycott. However, due to poor communications, the public expected the prices of goods to drop by 50 to 75%, not realizing that it was only the gross profit margins that were meant to be reduced. Now, this misunderstanding further fueled public anger. The ensuing riot forced the colonial government to act, but instead of addressing the grievances, they blamed the UGCC's leadership. The shift propelled the Big Six into the national spotlight, particularly Kwame Nkrumah, although the UGCC leaders had not directly organized a march of the riots. Nkrumah embraced the momentum, while others distanced themselves. This deepened rifts within the UGCC and eventually led to Nkrumah's departure to form the Convention People's Party, which championed the fight for independence through a positive action campaign. A commission of inquiry was subsequently appointed under the chairmanship of Aiken Watson, commonly known as the Watson Commission. It condemned the existing constitution as outmoded at birth and recommended a wider representational base. Now, this eventually led to the formation of a committee led by Henley Carsey to draft a new constitution for the Gold Coast, paving the way for the 1951 election, in which the CPP won a majority in the Legislative Assembly, with Nkrumah emerging as the leader of the government business. The rest, as they say, is history. The 1948 riots precipitated the death of these 3 ex-servicemen, and fueled by Ni Kwabena Boni's boycott and the misinterpretation of the expected price reduction, set the stage for the independence in a manner that might have unfolded quite differently. While the riots were not the sole cause of the independence, they provided a significant boost to the movement. We owe a great debt to these 3 gallant souls and to Ni Kwabena Boni. And we say congratulations to all of them. May their souls rest in perfect peace for their sacrifices. We salute them. And we can celebrate this 28th February day, when we say 28th February crossing, which is in Osu. Yes, the crossroads there. And the Independence Square bit there as well. So a few things, but well, we celebrate them on the 77th anniversary of that event that took place on the 28th February crossing. On that note, let me say thank you very much. Money Man will not be able to join in this morning. However, God willing, we'll be bringing him your way next week, God willing, because there are lots of changes there where they're talking about where they're talking about changing your suppliers when it comes to gas and electricity, switching, as they are saying, going for some other rates. But that applies to people here in the UK, right? Okay, but this is why I bring the program to close for today at a quarter past 12 with this tune. But before I bring you the tune from the Zongo Man, let's take this announcement and then we'll move on from there. And this is from the civic mayor of Croydon, Councillor Kola Agbola, who is inviting all inhabitants of Croydon, or those who live in Croydon catchment area, to the 68th Independent Flag Raising Ceremony, which will be celebrated on the 6th of March, Ghana's Independence Day 2025, at the forecourt of the Croydon Town Hall. The time is going to be 1 p.m. My apologies, 1 p.m. Supposed to change that flyer. 1 p.m. Yes, and this promotion is sponsored by Victon Estates, Special Ladies, Junior May, HTV, Starr Radio UK, and a lot more from there. On that note, let me say this once again. Thank you very much for joining us. It has been a pleasure coming your way. We'll be back on Monday, God willing, if we are still alive. I don't know. Let's take a musical break. If we get our money man on, because he's in a meeting, but if not, then we'll bring the program to a close. But let's enjoy this tune from the Zongo Man. He says, "Be nice." Be nice to who? To everyone.
Hey, Kokoti, Kokoti, Kokoti. Be nice to your brethren. Be nice to your sister. Be nice to everyone and make the world a better place. Say hello to everyone. Everyone say hello. Smile to everyone. Everyone smile. Don't smile in my face and stab me hard in the back. You are the bully, oppressor, and a gangster. You're just a bombing, starving, shooting, killing, murdering innocent children, harassing them in the neighborhood, disturbing the peace in the neighborhood. Why can't you be nice, hey, and kind? Be nice to your husband. Be nice to your wife. Be nice to your colleagues. Be nice to your mates. Be nice to your friends. Be nice to your neighbors. Be nice to everyone, whether black or white. Kokoti, 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 kokoti. Unite against racism, unite against oppression, unite against gangstercracy, unite against misogyny, unite against homophobia, unite against xenophobia, unite, hey, unite, 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 unite against hate and make the world a better.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Kokoti, 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 kokoti. Children, be oh children, children, be nice to your mates. Children, be nice to your friends. Children, be nice to your parents. Say goodbye to knives, say goodbye to guns, say goodbye to gangs. Don't shame your family, don't give them headaches, stress and grief. Make them proud of you. So be nice, hey, be nice, be nice, be nice, be nice to everyone and make the world a better place.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Well, we're going to be bringing you a pre-recorded version of the Money Hour, one that is relevant because it is all happening in the marriage allowance, and this pertains to the UK laws. Okay, so enjoy it, and I'll be with you. I'm going to bring you the rest of the tune later on. Well, sir.
Yes, I am.
Good. Okay.
I was enjoying Kofi's submissions this afternoon.
Kofi, controversial Kofi. Okay, let me acknowledge a couple of people and then I come to you. Let me say good afternoon to Mami, Amma, Koko, wherever you are, and Enokobusu. Good afternoon to you all. Yes, the money man is here to put some money in your pocket. Yes, so get your ears all ready to listen to him. Yes, Mr. Tabiri, you did say that we're going to be looking at marriage allowance, and there might be somebody who is listening to us the first time that is listening to that, hearing that it's like marriage allowance. Really? Yes. So, what is marriage allowance, and what is it all about?
Right. So, marriage allowance, we could say it's an incentive that the taxman or the government has put together for families, really to improve the incomes of families, and in a way encourage more people to go the marriage route. Okay. Because this allowance is only available to married couples or people who are in a civil partnership.
Okay.
So we need to make that distinction very clear. So it is an allowance that has been available, I believe, for the last 6 years or so. And a lot of people are missing out, either because people are not aware and they are not taking advantage of it.
Okay. Wow. So between people, for people who are in civil partnership or marriage, or which one?
Yeah, civil partnership or you're married.
If
you are only living with your partner and you are not married or in a civil relationship, you don't qualify.
Okay. So first of all, it should be recognized by the state.
Correct.
Okay. So if you are listening to us and your relationship has been recognized by the state, then you qualify for this. But maybe somebody has done a traditional marriage from Ghana or their hometown from Niger, and then they are here. They don't qualify for it.
They don't, because it's not recognized by the state.
Okay.
Unless you have, the rules are very clear. It has to be a married partnership or a civil partnership. Married, I believe, refers to ordinance, where it's signed in the court. Same with civil partnership as well.
Okay.
So if you don't have the legal backing on your relationship, then I'm afraid you don't qualify for this marriage allowance. Okay. I mean, the name itself tells us who qualifies. It's about marriage.
Well, it's all well and good, but somebody listening to us from who has lived in Kenya, with Kenya coming out with a polygamous law that, look, you can marry as many as you want. Okay. Now, how does that apply here as well? Maybe they have 3 to 4, 5, or 10. They are counting and thinking, whoa, these people are talking about money. Now, what is it? How does it relate to that place?
Well, the UK does not recognize polygamous marriage. So in that case, I think that rules you out.
Okay.
This allowance is available in in the UK and not in Kenya, and therefore I believe UK law prevails.
Okay.
And so I would say where there's a polygamous marriage, marriage allowance does not apply.
Okay. Okay. So even if somebody is going to get it, it just gets for only one.
For only one.
One. Okay. Okay. So don't think that you are listening to us, and because we said that, so you're going to be marrying more so that you can get 250 every year. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay. Yes. Go on, sir.
Yeah. There's also another allowance which sometimes causes confusion between this marriage allowance, because that is also called married couples allowance.
Okay.
That has actually been around for decades, and it's only available if one of the partners was born before 1935. So because of the age restriction, not many people qualify for this allowance, but this has also been there.
Okay.
But this is different to what we are talking about this afternoon.
Okay. Okay.
Which is the marriage allowance.
Okay.
So like I said before, the marriage allowance is an incentive to married couples. And it simply lets you or one of the couple transfer £1,250 of their personal allowance to the other partner. So it only works in a case where one of the partners is a basic rate taxpayer.
Okay.
And the other partner is salary or income below the tax allowance. So the tax allowance at the moment in the UK is 12,500. So which means that the partner who is the lower earning partner must have a salary less than 12,500.
Oh, okay.
So we have in several families where one of them is out working, and maybe the other partner, because of children or other issues, is only or looking after the home, is only doing a part-time work and therefore only has a lower income.
Okay.
There are several families who come into this kind of category, and this is where married allowance is definitely available. So the partner with a lower income can transfer 10% of his or her personal allowance, which works out to £1,250 to the other partner.
Okay.
And what would happen is that the higher earning partner's tax code will be changed for them to be able to get this this allowance.
Okay.
So if £1,250 is added to your tax allowance, if you're paying tax at 20%, then effectively you for the year you will be getting £250 tax free.
Okay.
Okay. So this is where the £250 comes in. If you haven't claimed before, you are eligible to go back up to 2015. And so we are in 2020 now. So if we're talking 2015, we are talking 4 or 5 years. So effectively, if it's 4 years times 250, that is £1,000, which HMRC will send a check to you. I mean, this is no gimmick. They will send a check straight to you to bank it of £1,000.
Interesting. Now, listen to Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. 1:45 the time, the morning show with our money man on the money hour. And today we're looking at marriage allowance. I'll go back to him, but there's a question that someone seemed to be asking, and it says that if they were in a relationship. Okay, let me see what I'm getting. It say if they were in a relationship, they were living together. Okay, is it co-partnership or however they say it, and they actually got married properly 2 years ago. How that stand as well? Can they? Because they were coexisting. They said I think he's using that thing. How does it work? Yeah.
So the law is clear. Like we mentioned before, it's marriage allowance for married people. So you can only therefore backdate your claim to the date when the marriage was formed.
Okay.
So even though you were living together prior to that, you will not be able to backdate your claim to that period.
Okay.
Your claim will start from when you got married.
Okay. Parents Akujo, let me say good afternoon to you. Okay, Mr. Tabiri, please go on, sir.
Yeah, so that is the entitlement to marriage allowance. And so, like I said, the criteria is that you have to be married or in a civil partnership. One partner has to be to earn less than £12,500 for this year, and the other partner must be a basic rate taxpayer, which means they must earn between £12,500 and £50,000 to receive marriage allowance.
Okay.
So if you're living in Scotland, the marriage allowance, the partner with the higher income must earn between £12,501 and £43,430.
Okay.
So the limit is lower if you are living in Scotland.
But here in England, okay, does it mean that you if you are earning more than 12,500 more than, you qualify for that? One of the partners.
So yes. So in a marriage relationship where we have the man and the woman, if one or say the man and the man, as we know these days. So if one of the couple would have to earn below the 12,500.
Okay, one should earn below that.
One should, yes,
okay.
Because he or she will be the one who will transfer the allowance to the other partner.
Oh, okay.
And then the other partner should earn between 12,500 and 50,000, which is the basic rate. If they are earning above that, which means they are higher rate taxpayers, paying tax at 40%, then they would not qualify for marriage allowance.
Okay.
So people should check their incomes and be able to look at it and determine whether they qualify
or not. Okay, another question there. So someone is asking the question. So whose money is it? Is it the low earner? Is it the low earner's money, or is money for both of them?
Well, the legislation says that the lower earning couple should make the application.
Okay.
So yes, but the money goes through the higher earning. It's the higher earning partner who receives the money. Because it will be paid through if the higher earning partner is salary, then it will be paid through his salary because the tax code would be changed for this to come. But when the application is made and you backdate it, a check will be sent out to you. The check will come in the name of the person who made the claim.
Okay. So subsequent ones will be coming through the higher earner.
Correct. And subsequent ones would happen automatically every year. Unless they are changing that happen, that stops marriage allowance being available.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Yes, please go on, sir.
Yeah. So, like any other tax, we've already mentioned who can apply. The lower earning partner has to make the application, and you can make an online application.
Okay.
If you are not sure whether you qualify, definitely I would urge you to speak to a professional person like
myself,
if he's going to delay, I have things to advise you. Look at both incomes and see whether you qualify and advise you appropriately. How you can go to town, do that, and then come. No, I won't do like that time. He made me marriage allowance can stop where your circumstances change. So let's look at some of the
last time
changes in circumstances
17th of January
that can
17th,
marriage allowance cancelled.
And we are
if
1 month.
If there's a divorce,
1 month,
then marriage allowance has to automatically come to an end.
Okay.
You would have to inform HMRC that the marriage has ended. Therefore,
when I went
no
to
longer
the town,
qualify
I went to put it and do a heavy. When I go
for the marriage allowance, if your income changes, so for example, if the lower earning partner now starts earning above the personal allowance, which is 12,500 for this year, then they are both basic rate taxpayers, and therefore they do no longer qualify for marriage allowance.
Okay.
So HMRC would have to be informed. Similarly, the higher earning partner starts earning about 50,000, then that moves them outside the remit of marriage allowance, and therefore they do not qualify. HMRC would have to be notified. If one of the partners is to pass away or die, then automatically, as the marriage ends on death, marriage allowance similarly also has to come to an end. If the unfortunate happens, marriage allowance would continue for the whole tax year up to the end of that tax year, but see after the 5th of April of the year in which the partner passes away.
Okay. Now another question that has come in, sir. The person is asking, assuming a couple is going through, they are going through divorce, but they've not divorced yet. So there is that separation time. Would that also affect them?
No, it won't, because unless the marriage has legally been annulled,
okay,
they are still married as far as the law is concerned.
Okay.
So marriage allowance will still continue. I mean, they qualify for the allowance on the basis that they are married.
Okay.
Not that they are living together or the fact that they may not be, they're separated.
Okay, I think that will answer the next question that someone puts it as well, asking that if they are married but one lives in this, let's say one is living in England, the other one is living in Scotland, how does that work as well?
Yeah, so long as both partners have qualify for UK personal allowance, in which case they are considered resident in the UK. They could be living in Europe or elsewhere in the world. So long as they still qualify as UK residents, yes, they can claim marriage allowance.
Okay.
If they are still married, yes.
Wow. All right. Listen to Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, on the Friday edition of the morning show with Mr. Dan Tabiri, CEO of GIL Accountancy Services. For all your accounting issues, you know where to go. He will be putting his details at the end of the program. But you have any issue when it comes to accounts, get in touch with them. He will see to address that. And today we are having a look at marriage allowance. And well, we've touched on a few things, but he still has got a few to give. So let's go back to him. Mr. Tabiri.
Yeah, so I did mention married couples allowance. Before we didn't, I think we looked at it some time ago. Yeah. But that depends, like I said, one of the couple would have to have been born before 1935.
Yeah.
You cannot claim married couples allowance and marriage allowance together at the same time.
Okay.
So if just in case you qualify for both, then it's more than likely you go for the married couples allowance, because that gives you more than the 250 a year. So you cannot claim both. You can only claim one of them. Yeah. And also, what to bear in mind is that once you make a claim, HMRC assumes that you are continuing to be married, and therefore automatically they would apply the married allowance to the higher earning partner's tax code. So unless you tell them, this will not change.
Okay.
If your circumstances change, like any of the other tax benefits that we've looked at in the past, it's important that if your circumstances change, you inform HMRC as soon as possible. Because if you don't, and they find out that you are still claiming marriage allowance when you are not qualified, you will be surcharged and you will be asked to pay the money back. Okay. Yeah, but this is tax-free, £250 each year, and like I mentioned, potentially worth £1,000 if you haven't claimed before, and you have been married for the last 5 years. You can get this, nice check in your hands within a matter of weeks. When you do the application.
Wow, nice check. £1,000 backlog. Well, listen to Starr Radio UK. That is Mr. Dan Tabiri for you, money man himself. Now, Mr. Tabiri, yes, your final remarks on it, and then we can put your details before we go away, sir.
Yeah, so I would urge everyone to consider their circumstances and see whether they qualify for this allowance. Like I always say, the tax situation changes every year. We don't know how long this marriage allowance is going to stay around. With Brexit and all the changes that is anticipated, it's important that people start taking advantage of these allowances as they are available now, because they can change tomorrow. Let's review our situations. Let's be alert and take advantage of what we qualify or what is due us to help ourselves and help our families. If anybody needs any accounting or tax help, I'm free or more than available to speak to them on 07961 248834, 07961 248834, or I can be contacted also by email at dan@gilaccountants.com. dan@gilaccountants.com. Accountants with an S, plural.
All right then. Mr. Tabiri, let's say thank you very much for a lovely time with you once again, putting some money in our pockets.
Thank you for having me.
All right then. So you have a blessed weekend then.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye. Well, listeners, that was Mr. Dan Tabiri, CEO of GIL Accountants. Well, that was Mr. Dan Tabiri of GIL Accountancy Services, our money man, and he came your way this afternoon with the money hour, a pre-recorded one though. This was marriage allowance. I hope that you enjoyed it. So on that note, this is why I bring the program to a close for today. God willing, we'll be back on Monday with a morning show. But now enjoy this tune from the Zongo Man, and it says, be nice, be nice.
Nice to your sister, be nice to everyone.
And when that song ends and you don't hear from me, it's been me, Archie, and I say it once again, I'm out like that. Bye bye.
Say hello, smile to everyone smile. Don't smile in my face and stab me hard in the back. You are the bully, oppressor and a gangster. You're just a bombing, starving, shooting, killing, murdering innocent children, harassing them in the neighborhood, disturbing the peace in the neighborhood. Why can't you be nice, hey, and kind? Be nice to your husband, be nice to your wife, be nice to your colleagues, be nice to your mates, be nice to your friends, be nice to your neighbors, be nice to everyone, whether black or white. Cocotte, 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 cocotte. Unite against racism, unite against oppression, unite against gangstercracy, unite against misogyny. Unite against homophobia. Unite against xenophobia. Unite, hey, unite, 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 unite against hate and make the world a better place. Hey, Kokoti, 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 Kokoti. Children, be nice, oh children.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Be nice to your mates. Children, be nice to your friends. Children,
Thanks for listening.
to your parents. Say goodbye to knives. Say goodbye to guns. Say goodbye to gangs. Don't shame your family. Don't give them headaches, stress, and grief. Make them proud, proud of you. So be nice, hey, be nice, be nice, be nice, be nice to everyone and make the world a better place. Be nice to your children, be nice to your employees, be nice.